Hey everyone, hello and welcome back to my channel. The last time I made a video was quite some time ago, and that is why I'm super excited to share the next one today. Until now, we only had one pressure cooker and a kadhai in our kitchen, so I decided to invest in additional cookware sets that will save me so much time in the kitchen. And hence in today's video, I'm sharing my recent cookware shopping along with my breakfast, lunch and dinner recipes of a day. Usually हम सबके घरों में Indian morning start with warming up the milk and making a classic tea. So for my classic tea, now I have a classic tea pan. I like its design. It comes with a glass lid. You can also cook sauces and soups in it. Here I'm prepping spinach to make aloo palak ki sabzi. I have my dal boiling in the pressure cooker, and on the other flame I have put my steamed kadhai. Our menu for breakfast today is suji ke dhokle. I have added ENO and salt to the suji batter with buttermilk. While the dhokla steams, I'll put aside the blanched spinach for making puree. I'll serve dhokla with green chutney made of coriander leaves, green chili, tomato with salt and cumin powder. One of the main reasons why I've got a dedicated tea pan is that it has an attached handle. It makes it more convenient to use, and this pan is an amazing basic product. We often make suji ke dhokle for breakfast because it's an easy and healthy option. Since I do not want to make second round of dhokla, so I'm making udpams out of the remaining batter. Here's a wonderful start of the day with a wholesome and satisfying breakfast. For lunch today, it's a regular thali. I have also added another pressure cooker that makes cooking hours more efficient. It is smaller than the one I have. The design of the lid is unique, which prevents water to spill over the cooktop and around. It also has a glass lid. Here I've prepared the spinach puree and cut one large size potato for making aloo palak. My chopping is already done and peeled the potato for jeera aloo. Then comes my favorite part, giving tadka to dal and sabzi. As this is a regular meal, so keeping dal and sabzi simple with no extra preparations and spices. For palak ki sabzi, in a pressure cooker, add oil, whole spices, onion, garlic, chili, add potatoes and dry spices and mix it well. Add the palak puree and let it cook. Next cookware is this tri-ply stainless steel kadhai. Having just one main sabzi for kadhai is not enough for Indian cooking, so I thought it's very much needed. The kadhai and teapot also happen to be my first glass lid cookwares. Jeera aloo takes no time when you have boiled potatoes, and also it's the most preferred second sabzi for the thali menu. To make it a little different, I have added coarsely crushed whole coriander seeds. And topped it up with fresh coriander leaves. For dal, mash the dal properly before giving tadka and add hot water. In a kadhai, I'm adding ghee, jeera, onion, garlic, chili, tomatoes. Then add dal and let it boil for good 5 minutes. Nothing is more satisfying than the regular ghar ka khana. Every day is different. Some days we feel like completing all the cooking tasks before the clock hits 9:30 or 10 a.m. Or sometimes we just leave half of the task for the lunchtime. Be it any time of the day, all of us want to wrap things very fatafat in the kitchen. And my new cookwares made it easier for me to cook and shoot a thali today. It's dinner time now and we are little less hungry than usual, so I decided to make a quick masala pav. You would have noticed that I've replaced my 2 burner cooktop with this 3 burner. Honestly, I was quite cool with my smaller traditional steel ka gas stove because of its durability, no maintenance thing, even with its old school looks. But yes, cooking elaborate meals can be a juggle and a huge time suck with 2 burners comparatively, even with everyday cooking in general or when we have guests over. So finally, I decided to upgrade. I believe these new additions in the kitchen will save me so much time and simplify the cooking process for me. Last, in the stainless steel range, I have this pan, and in the non-stick range, I've got one tawa. Both the pan and the tawa are replacement for its earlier non-stick variants. Now, for making masala, put all the veggies in a pan with oil and cook them. Add salt to taste and generous amount of pav bhaji masala with very little water. Mash it a bit, and it's ready. Then roast the pav with the ghee or butter on a tawa with adding a hint of pav bhaji masala. When it's done, sandwich the masala between the pav on the tawa or directly on the serving plate. And to give it a little crunch, add onions. Trust me, don't skip this step. It's gonna take it to another level. So here's your delicious masala pav ready that takes a few minutes to prepare and tastes super yum. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching.